Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Kol Olam Yillah, Adonai Yahweh, Bashem Sham, Barak Yahushai, Bashem Kakadash, double honor to the apostles and elders, great millstone, peace, citation, hope, full shalom. And as you can see here in this article, it shows that it's stated that teen beaten unconscious over his Jordans outside NYC McDonald's. And posted by Ali Griffin, January 12, 2023, 1:55 a.m. It was updated. It shows the muggers approached the teen outside McDonald's. It's like, yeah, stupid ads. Outside the McDonald's Saturday around 9:15 p.m. And it says a 16-year-old boy was beaten unconscious over a pair of Jordans in front of an Upper Manhattan McDonald's Saturday. A group of brutes walked up to the teen outside the chain location at 3543 Broadway around 9:15 p.m. and began viciously punching and kicking the teen until he was knocked out, police said. The attackers, they said the suspects are still on the loose after stealing the teen's Air Jordans. The attackers then snatched the Air Jordan sneakers the teen was wearing right off his feet, according to cops. The victim was rushed to Harlem Hospital in stable condition while the group scattered and fled. The suspects remain at large. So it really goes to show you, like, this is the type of world that we live in, and why you have to really be circumspect around these people. Crimes are really intensifying in New York City. See, these guys already got sneakers of themselves. They already got coats, and it's like, what? They just want to just do crime out here just to, like, just to get some sort of street credit, and to think that that they're tougher and harder than, niggas in Chicago or some shit. These niggas is really just a bunch of fucking degenerates, And don't get me wrong, to that individual that has happened to, that's judgment. But at the same time, it's like, they out here doing crime with their faces not even covered up around a business like McDonald's, where there's going to be security cameras around. It really shows you the demons that be on these people when it's coming to them doing the crime. Like, they don't give a fuck. But with that, I'll give out some precepts, and Lord willing, you hopeful elect will be edified watching this. So it says in Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. Exactly, man, because, just to see those individuals out there committing crime like this, man, at all type of times throughout the day and then even in the night, and to the point where it's like they're just doing it like it's nothing, They feel as though they're untouchable, they're invincible. They think that they could just do it in the presence of a camera without their faces covered, and they feel as though nothing's going to happen to them, And they don't realize that each crime that they commit, and if they get convicted for those crimes and shit like that, they go to jail. And not only that, like, you're just jeopardizing your chances of ever getting a job. They already make it hard for you being a so-called black, Latino, Native American man. How much more when your ass is out there committing crimes, where your face is shown on the camera too, like a dickhead. But that's the world that we live in now, This is why it's like, you gotta thank the Heavenly Father that you come into this thing and how you have the knowledge. So you will know the times that you never get into. It's gonna get rough. If these people doing this right now when society is still in order, where there's still cops out here, the internet is still on. You got police out here still doing their jobs. How much more when there's no police out here? Like, imagine what would these niggas do if there's no more 911, no more type of safety from the government, no more type of protection. Get all the precepts. 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 13 says, but evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. But in general, getting the part of evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, and not only just waxing worse and learning all type of false philosophies and bugged out doctrines and teaching them as well, but in this sense, they're pretty much let's just say being deceived by this this drill music and this whole deaf culture of rap, to where they're out here doing these crimes out in the night or the daytime, and they feel as though they could get away with those things, and deep down in the spirit they are deceived, because they really think that they're not going to get judged for these things. They really think as though the Most High ain't watching them. And a lot of times, like, when these motherfuckers, when they do crimes like this, they feel as though there's a church on every corner, and once the Most High gets to judging their asses, now they feel like they want to run to the church, try to run to the Most High, and think that the Most High is, on their side. So in a sense, they are, spiritually deceived, because one thing you always see when it's coming to Christianity is that they push that whole message of God is all love throughout the whole world, and everybody has heard of that from Christianity, and they have been deceived by that. And especially with these niggas, the Heavenly Father is the last thing on their mind, because what they're idolize over the Heavenly Father is money, drugs, and bitches, And I'm not really even gonna say woman, because they put, they like to chase after these filthy ass bitches. They don't know what a real woman is, and a lot of the times they're gonna be chasing after a defiled, harlot that has, double to triple digit and plus bodies, I should say, yeah. And the fact of the matter is that, these niggas, they don't think about the Heavenly Father unless they get shot, unless they about to get killed, and they know it deep down in their spirit, unless they in the hospital or in jail, or they feel like they approaching death. That's when they gonna think about the Heavenly Father. That's the only time Jake want to get it. And you know what? Scriptures say that an evil man seek rebellion, but there's a cruel messenger that will be sent to you, for doing so. And that's what happens when you see, these disobedient ass niggas wanting to do things that please their flesh. And I'll bring out another precept that goes along with this. 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 9, the Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations, and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment, to be punished. right? So usually the Lord knows how to have ways of dealing with people in this truth, like knowing how to get you out of those certain temptations, you know. And main point is reserving the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished, all right? Because they can't escape it, you know. Just like how when you find yourself in a situation that only the Most High could take you out of, you know, you really can't escape it. And it ain't going to be easy for you to escape it unless the Lord gives you that way to escape. Just like imagine with these niggas when he punishes them, you know, how much more when he punishes the 2/3 and they can't escape that punishment. You know, doing crime to your own people. They should be a fucking shame of themselves. But it says verse 12, but these as natural brute beasts made to be taken and destroyed speak evil of the things that they understand not, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption, and shall receive the reward of unrighteousness, as they that count it pleasure to riot in the daytime. Spots they are and blemishes, sporting themselves with their own deceivings, while they feast with you, having eyes full of adultery that cannot cease from sin, beguiling unstable souls, and in a heart they have exercised with covetous practices, cursed children, which have forsaken the right way and are gone astray, following the way of Balaam, the son of Bosor, who loved the wages of unrighteousness, but was rebuked for his iniquity. The dumbass speaking with man's voice forbade the madness of the prophet. Well, you know, basically he's going on to, you know, in depth of mentioning, you know, about the 2/3, and yeah, they are, you know, brute beasts. And it said that in the article that they were brutes for doing, you know, such a petty thing just to steal a boy's sneakers. Like, come on, man. To steal somebody's sneakers, like, how much of a loser can you be to do some shit like that? And they look like they have nice clothing on their own, and they need to just steal a boy's sneakers. So now you mean to tell me that you're willing to face years in jail, to risk your life getting in jail, fucking getting a rap sheet, jeopardizing your career and your future, all for some damn sneakers that you want to steal from a 16-year-old boy? Like, make that make sense. Fucking stupid ass niggas. It just disgusts me when I have to see shit like that. And mind you, crimes like this are really intensifying. You know? And pretty much, this is the sport that they really are, you know, let's just say, practicing, is a sport of wickedness. You know? 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 18 says, for when they speak great swelling words of vanity, they allure through the lust of the flesh, through much wantonness, those that were clean escaped from them who lived in error. Wait, Slakia, wait, hold on. That's not it. Slakia. The discourse of fools is irksome, and their sport is the wantonness of sin. Wantonness of sin, yeah. And basically, like, you know, wantonness is obviously going into recklessness. And this is just a real reckless shit, right? You know, to just do something like this around operating business. It's not like they were down by an alley, you know, ski masked up. You know, it's not like they were, you know, around abandoned buildings or so where there's no cameras. Like, nah, these motherfuckers, like, they just went out and just did it like it was nothing. You know? And Jake really take pleasure in doing wickedness. Like, they're like a professional athlete when it's coming to doing shit like this, man. And then, mind you, if they have a career in rapping or whatever, you best believe they're going to be stupid enough to confess their crimes. You know? And it's just a shame to see that this is what our people do, is that they do wickedness and they flex it, you know? Like it's a sport. You know? They commit robberies. To their own people, we're talking about. They are shooting their own people, committing all type of, you know, petty crimes to their own people, and they think that's a joke, and they get influenced by that drill music and by the term, which is an enchanting term called demon time, you know, or DT. In other words, they pretty much are, you know, enchanting with spirits when they, you know, mention that, and they feel as though they get charged up to do something stupid, you know, especially with the weed they smoke and shit like that, and the music they listen to that hypes them up to feel that way. But there's a judgment coming for them, man. And, you know, these type of niggas, you just got to keep throwing curses on them and hoping that the Lord fucks them up in that time. The Jacob trouble. But with that, hope I made the lesson edifying. Let's give all glory, praise, and honor to Adonai Yahweh, Bashim Shabbat, Yahweh Bashim Kakadash, to Abanus the Apostle and Elsgrim Millstone, peace, teaching, hopeful elect, Yahweh Bashim Shabbat, Bakashah, Shalak Aryam, Arawayam, Wakawayam, Wa Ababa, Shalom.